Do like us.
Comment on our video.
And subscribe our YouTube channel, MahindraGuru.com.
The Brahmas for success.
Your success is our success.
Hello and welcome to MahindraGuru.com's official YouTube channel, and we have started the very ST discussion session for you all on your demand, as you all were sitting at homes and demanding for the speed test discussion part. So here it is, speed test number 34 PO Pre I am taking today, which is the very first ST of this week for you all, clearing all your doubts and problems which have arrived while solving this speed test on the ST portal account. Yes, this speed test was available on the speed test portal account, and if you have solved that speed test and faced any problem from this speed test, so today I am going to clear all your doubts of this very particular speed test of the subject reasoning. Moving further with that, but yes, you don't have to forget the subscription part. If today only you are not a subscribe viewer, just click on this subscription button and become a subscribe viewer, because after becoming the subscribe viewer only you will be able to get all our videos and updates very easily, and it will be a very good effort by you all by subscribing this channel. Now let's look over this question, what it is saying and what it is demanding and how to start this. And as you are able to look upon here, it is actually a puzzle format question, and yes, puzzle format questions is followed by 5 punch questions. So if you are able to solve these conditions, you will be able to solve 5 questions and you will be able to score 5 questions. Now how to start this question, how to solve this question, what would be the conditions, and how to start with the session, doing that this condition is feasible to arranged or not, this decision you have to take. And this decision you can take by knowing there are 2 type of conditions. One is direct conditions, or we can say the fixed condition, which gives us a direct and clear information, and second one is the indirect condition, which does not give us the clear information. And if you chose for indirect condition, definitely candidates, the question which you will be solving would be a probable one, and we want a fixed solution so that we can solve the given 5 questions very easily and quickly. So I will be reading these questions, and with that I will be solving at this side. So you just have to pay attention what are the procedures and what are the techniques to start with the question. Now as this question says, 3 ladies and 4 men are a group of friends, that is R, M, T, S, L, W and Z. Now see, 3 ladies, 4 men, R, M, T, S, L, W and Z. You just have to pen down the characters at the side of your paper, right? Because as you pen it, you will be able to put the next conditions in front of these characters, because this whole condition problem is for this only 7 persons. Now it is given, each one has a different profession, that is lawyer, travel agent, air hostess, doctor, professor, consultant and jeweler, and each one owns a different car. That means here 7 persons are given, they are having different professions and also they are having different cars, they own different cars. Now let's look over, the car names are also given, Alto, Corolla, Centro, Lancer, Icon, Scorpio and Esteem. Not necessary in the same order. Now this not necessary in the same order is actually a condition which is definitely coming in the question to make you clear. You don't have to take all this respectively, right? So first condition was this, 7 persons. Now from these 7 persons there would be 3 ladies and 4 men. They would be having different professions and they would be owning different cars, right? Now let's look over the condition. Now if we look over here, none of the ladies is a consultant or a lawyer. Now this has made clear in this question is, none of the ladies is a consultant or lawyer. That means R, M, T, S, L, W, Z, if there are 3 ladies, so that 3 ladies will not be a consultant or a lawyer, right? T is an air hostess and she owns an Icon car. Now this is very clear condition because it is giving data. T is an air hostess and she owns an Icon car. That means T profession air hostess and she is having Icon car, and with this, if you pay attention over here, the word she, which determines T is a female character, right? So we have got one female character T, and the clarity is her profession is also clear and her car availability is also clear. Now let's look on the next condition. R owns a Scorpio. Now we don't know R is male or female, but we know R owns a Scorpio. So we have penned that over there. Now taking over to the next part. M is not a doctor, right? M is not a doctor. So we will not mention this. Why we will not mention this? Because if we write over here is not a doctor, so what is his profession or her profession? That would make a confusion. So leave this condition. Moving to the next condition, L is a jeweler and he owns Corolla. Another clear fixed condition. L is a jeweler and he owns Corolla. Now L's profession also clear and car also clear. Now moving further with the next is W is a lawyer and does not own an Alto. See, we know W is a lawyer. He does not own Alto. She does not own Alto. So just remember, previously we have done none of the ladies is a consultant or a lawyer. So if W is a lawyer, definitely W's gender is male, right? He does not own Alto. Leave the car part. Now moving to the next part. Z is a consultant and owns Centro. Now Z is a consultant and owns Centro. Again we were knowing consultant, lawyer, both are not ladies. That means Z is also a male character. Right, now we got all these conditions, clear conditions over here. Now moving further with the next part. Next part says doctor owns Esteem car whereas professor owns Scorpio. Doctor owns Esteem, professor owns Scorpio, and as per the previous condition we have kept R for Scorpio. Definitely R's profession is professor because professor owns Scorpio, and if R is owning Scorpio, that means R is a professor. Right with that. Now doctor owns Esteem. Now see, in previous 2-3 conditions back, one condition was mentioning M is not a doctor, and if we can see over here M and S, only these two characters are left where we don't know any profession and we don't know the car part also. So if I say M is not a doctor, I am not saying, actually question is saying M is not the doctor. So definitely who is the doctor? S is the doctor owning the car Esteem. Very clear. See, now one by one we have read all the conditions, put all the conditions, and as we got the conditions, clear conditions, we got the arrangement part also. Now let's see what is next over here. Travel agent owns an Alto. Now see, travel agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 professions have already been set. M's profession is also only not there. So we can say M is a travel agent and travel agent owns a car Alto. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 7 cars, 6 cars has been placed. Lancer is left, as you remember. See, because remembering the conditions while reading the question is very necessary, because if you don't remember the conditions, what you have read earlier, you have to go back to the full question and then you have to recall what was given in the question. So while solving the puzzle, you just have to reconnect with all the conditions and you have to remember all the conditions which you are reading. And this you can do only by practicing. So practice, candidates, practice will only lead you to the correct solution. Now see, we got all this. Lawyer's car would be definitely what? Lancer one. Now this is the very particular solution for this puzzle. Here person's name, profession and their cars. Now see, we know T is a female, then W and Z, these two are males. Now next we have to find out whosoever is a female. Why we have to find out this? Because as we know, 3 ladies were there, and according to the conditions, lady was not having a Scorpio car. This we know. Then rest, if we talk about lawyer, lady was also not lawyer. That means W, L and this Z, these will also not be considered as a lady member. Why so? Because with jeweler condition also here he has been mentioned. So if we take upon L also, so L is also a male. So see, R is a male, L is a male, W is a male, Z is a male. So we got 1, 2, 3 and 4 males. So left over is M, T and S. So these 3 conditions, characters would be termed as female. Why? Because in the question it was made very clear who will be female, what the female will own or what the female will not own. So this is the solution part for this. Now let's look over the bunch questions. What was asked for this is, which car does S own? S owns. Now see, once you got the solution, you can directly switch over to the options. Which car does S own? So S own Esteem. So option number 4 is our answer. right? Now, if we look upon for the next question, if we say it is asking who owns the car Lancer. Lancer car is owned by whom? So, we know Lancer was owned by a lawyer and lawyer is W. So, our answer would be option number 3, W, right? Moving further with the next one, what is the profession of R? Now, R's profession. So, our profession is professor. So, option number 1 would be our answer, right? Moving further with the next part, who is the doctor? So, doctor is definitely S. So, option number 2 would be the answer. Moving further with question number 5 for this puzzle, that was question number 75 actually. Who are the 3 ladies in the group? So, 3 ladies in the group M, T and S. Now, C candidates M, T and S, definitely these are the ladies. Now, this is the very particular condition where you can get confused because you get the answer not visible in the option. So, you definitely declare I am only wrong, I have taken out wrong answer, but this is not actually the condition. Your answer is correct. M, T, S are the 3 ladies, and if we are not having these options, so we will definitely mark what? Data inadequate or none of these. Answer would be none of these because data inadequate demands when we are not having any data and when we are not able to find out the answer, but we have the answer and that answer is MTS. So, answer marking will be option number 5, that is none of these. So, this was the solution for the first question 71 to 75 for you all, and as you have seen, I have solved all the conditions reading one by one through the puzzle and for the puzzle, from the puzzle actually, and solved in front of you very easily and quickly. So, you can also solve this very easily and quickly if you have practiced before earlier, and if you are practicing for the sessions, then only you can score it very easily and very firmly, right? Now, let's look upon the next question, what it is. Now, the next question which I have taken for you all is question number 84 to 88, and again this is a puzzle for you all. Now, see candidates, when you find so many puzzles in the paper, you get confused by thinking which to be solved first and which to be solved after. So, my suggestion and advice to you all is you just go through the questions one by one, and if you are able to solve the question, solve it. If you are not able to solve the questions, leave it. Now, let's see what is the solution for this question number 84 to 88. Again bunch question, 5 questions lying below these conditions. Now, again the conditions to be read for you all first. Condition says 7 people N, K, T, B, M, W and R have their weekly offs on different days of the week, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Not necessary in that order. That means all are having week offs but not necessary in the same order, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, we will arrange these questions according to the characters, that was N, K, T, B, M, W, right, and R. So, why I have taken the characters for you all? Because question itself is saying they are having week off but not in that same order. So, if we place the days here and then the characters in front of them, you might get confused, we might get confused actually while solving the questions. So, let we take according to the characters only. The characters, days, and again the condition demanding is each of them has a liking of different cuisine, that is Indian, Italian, Mexican, Chinese, Spanish, continental and Thai. Not necessary again in that order, that means cuisines liked but also not necessary in the same order. So, you just remember days are there Sunday to Saturday and cuisine are there Indian, Italian, Mexican, Chinese, Spanish, continental, Thai. You don't have to learn this because while reading the conditions, few will be arranged itself, few would be left. So, which one would be left? That would be arranged where the positions or the availability of positions is there. So, let's look upon the conditions what is given. Now, again you remember that direct and indirect conditions, we will be taking direct conditions first and leaving the probable arrangements for doing it afterwards. Now, let's check over the condition. K likes Thai food and gets his weekly off on Thursday. Very clear condition directly given for the character K. K likes Thai food. So, K likes Thai food, we have written over here Thai food, and he gets his week off on when? Thursday, right? B likes Italian food and does not have off on Sunday. No problem, but we know B likes Italian food. So, we got its cuisine, right? Now, let's see the next one. M has a weekly off on Saturday. Now, M's cuisine we don't know, but we know M have his off on Saturday. R has his weekly off on Tuesday. R weekly off on Tuesday. Now then, W likes continental food, whereas the one who has weekly off on Monday likes Mexican cuisine. No worries, leave for Monday part. W likes continental, so we will keep it over here. W likes continental food. And for the Monday, you have to remember, whosoever weekly off is on Monday, food liked would be Mexican. T does not like Spanish cuisine and has weekly off on Wednesday. Now, he does not like Spanish cuisine, leave it, but we know T's weekly off is on Wednesday, right? So, Wednesday is put over here. Now then, one who likes Indian food does not have weekly off on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now see, Indian food can be placed over Wednesday, Saturdays, Tuesday or for N. And from here it is being clear, one who likes Indian food does not have weekly off on Tuesday or Wednesday. That means here Indian cannot come, here Indian cannot come. So Indian can come for N, Indian can come for M, right? But one condition which previously only I have left, that was Mexican Monday, right? Now Mexican Monday will be coming together because as per the condition it is demanding, whosoever week off is on Monday would be liking the cuisine Mexican. Now can you put Mexican over here anyway? No, because if we put over here, we cannot put Monday. If we can put over here Monday, we cannot put over here Mexican. That means definitely Mexican and Monday would be for N, right? Now if Mexican and Monday is for N, that means for Indian we know it cannot come for Tuesday, it cannot come for Wednesday, so it will be coming for Saturday, right? So M would be liking Indian food and the weekly off will be on Saturday. Now let's look over. For T's condition we have left somewhere, T does not like Spanish cuisine. Now if T does not like Spanish cuisine, definitely Spanish cuisine would be for R. And if R likes Spanish cuisine, the leftover cuisine was Chinese one, because Indian, Italian, Mexican, Spanish, continental and Thai all have been arranged. So now Chinese left, so T for Chinese, right? And for the days part also, now we can see over here, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Saturday and Tuesday are given. Now if we look upon here, one condition was given for W. W likes continental food, whereas the one, okay. Now B likes Italian food and does not have off on Sunday. This condition we have taken before, where it was given B likes Italian food but does not have off on Sunday. That means 2 days left with us, Sunday and definitely Friday. So if B will not go for Sunday, B will go for Friday and W will left over with Sunday. So this is the arrangement for you all, where we got all the characters, cuisines and days arranged in front of them. So now we'll check over the bunch question, what they are demanding and the questions to be solved. Now see candidates, with the video streaming you can check over the time period, what the time period I have taken for solving this question. It is not the condition, I am learnt with the conditions, so I am solving it. Actually I am reading and placing them. So the time I have taken for solving the question in this video, the time that only you have to take for you all to solve the questions while you are attempting your examinations. This is very much important, the time consumption, right? Now let's check over question number 84. Now question number 84 demands who has a weekly off on Friday. Right now only we got who has a weekly off on Friday, so weekly off on Friday is for B. Now B, it is over there in options, no, so answer would be none of these, right? Looking for the next question, what cuisine does R like? So R likes Spanish cuisine. Spanish cuisine, option number 4 would be our answer. Question number 86 demands on which day N have weekly off. So definitely N have weekly off on Monday, so option number 3 would be the answer. Then for question number 87, who likes Chinese cuisine? T, B, R and none of these. So here Chinese cuisine for T. So option number 1 would be the answer, right? Now looking forward for the question number 88, it demands on which day does W have weekly off. So W had weekly off on Sunday, right? So option number 2 would be the answer. This was the solution for question number 85 to 88, where characters, cuisines and day was arranged for you all in front of you and the questions solved. Now see, time consumption has been also shown to you all for solving the questions, reading conditions, placing. So let's check over the next question, what was there in the speed test number 34 for you all. Let's move further with that. Question number 95 to 98. Now from question number 95 to 98, again it seems like a puzzle, but yes, it is actually a direction based puzzle. A direction based puzzle, now this is actually a new kind of question, or we can say again asking kind of questions which have arrived again in the examinations pattern. Previously it was included, it wasn't included, it wasn't a fixed part. Now right now we can say directions puzzle are also an important part of the examination, as the patterns are changing and patterns are fluctuating all the questions and needs what they were using before and after, or by framing the questions. Now let's see what this direction puzzle actually demands. Now question given over here again with the conditions. So first we will frame the conditions and then we will go over the question number 95 to 98. Now let's check what it is given. Point NH is 4 meters south of point AB. Now see, east, west, north, south, standard one we will take. So if it is given point NH is 4 meters south of point AB, so AB placing over here and point NH to be placed south. Okay, now point NH is 4 meters, so this distance is 4 meters. Point KL is 9 meters south of point AB. Now south of AB, that means again it will be down. 4 meters till NH, leaving over with 5 meters because we have to go for only 9 meters, right? So point KL is south of AB, 9 meters. Third condition says point IJ is 7 meters to the east of point NH. Now 7 meters to the east of NH, that means this way, right? Now this would be our point IJ. Clear? And this would be what? 7 meters. Now it is giving 7 meters. WX is 4 meters towards the north of IJ. North of IJ, 4 meters again. That means we can place it over here parallel to AB. Next condition, point UV is 4 meters towards the south of point CD. Point UV is 4 meters towards the south of point CD. That means UV is 4 meters south of CD. Now for CD, we have left one condition in the first part, that was point AB is 14 meters towards the west of point CD. This was actually the first condition for this question which we have left in starting the conditions or solving the conditions, but no worries, this can happen with you all also when you solve for the examinations. No worries, don't panic for the condition, just take that condition and place it over here. What it was saying, point AB is 14 meters towards the west of point CD. That means AB was here and we know this distance is 7 because of this parallel. Again the 7 meters distance here, and this would be point CD somewhere here, right? So now the last condition, point UV is 4 meters towards the south of point CD. That means definitely UV will be now in line with NH, IJ and this again UV. And the distance would be yes 4 meters as it is given. So this is our direction based puzzle arranged from the given conditions. Now let's look over what they are asking in the question. First question demanding which of the following points are in a straight line. Yes, again we got this only NH, IJ, UV. So NH, IJ, UV, option number 4 would be our answer, because see, no worries, pattern is different, characters are refluctuated from here and there, characters are placed in front or afterwards, it is not given in a line, no worries, because they were just asking which of the following points are in a straight line. So in a straight line is IJ, UV and NH. Right? So option number 4 is our answer. Moving further with the next question demanding CD is in which direction with respect to WX? Now CD is in which direction with respect to WX? Where is WX? Here is WX. WX direction, CD is east. So answer would be option number 1, east. Next question, NH is in which direction with respect to IJ? Now NH is here, IJ is here. Definitely we have taken the standard direction chart and it is showing NH is in west of IJ, right? So option number 2 would be the answer. Next question, if a person walks 5 meters towards north from point KL. Now see, now they are moving a person from this point KL, which was the downward point, right? So from here, if a person starts walking 5 meters, definitely it will reach NH. From here, he will take a right turn, so he will be going towards IJ, right? Which of the following points would he reach first? This is only the question. When he started walking from KL, reached NH and took a right turn, which point would be which it would be reaching first? So it would be reaching first IJ. So IJ means option number 3 is our answer, right? So this was question number 95 to 98 of your speed test number 34, which I have solved in front of you in a form of direction based puzzle it was showing, right? Now let's move further with the next part, what it is for you all. Now here is question number 99 to 100 for you all. 99 to 100 again showing a puzzle. That means candidate in speed test number 34 PO pre you got 3 puzzles, right? 3 puzzles, or we can say 4 puzzles, or we can say more puzzles. Why? Because one by one the questions I have taken for you all is from the puzzle part only of the speed test. 35 questions in your PO pre examination and 20 questions which I have discussed, which I am discussing with you all in this session, in which 2 or 3 puzzles I have taken already, and this is the next one for you all, in which it says 7 trains, namely Jammu-Tawi Express, Gujarat Express, Dehradun Express, Awadh Express, Janta Express, Queen Express and King Express, all the trains running are scheduled to run to Mathura, right? They all are going to Mathura. There is only one train to Mathura on each 7 days of the week, starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Now see, this is a question which is saying they are starting from Monday, ending on Sunday. Previously 2 questions back I have taken a question where the days were not fixed on the pattern, so it was given not necessary in the same order, but here it is saying 7 days of the week starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. So yes, we will take it right way from that only, from Monday to Sunday, right? So the arrangement pattern which we will be making would be according to the weekdays: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and lastly the Sunday, right? Now the conditions which give us the direct information we will place in front of the days, because we just have to arrange which day runs, which train runs on which day. First train, Dehradun Express runs on Wednesday. Clear condition, Dehradun Express runs on Wednesday. So here is the arrangement for you all, Dehradun Express on Wednesday, right? King Express runs the day next to Gujarat Express. Now see, King Express will be running after Gujarat Express, but where? We don't know. So leave this condition, right? Gujarat Express does not run on Thursday and Friday. Now see, we know Gujarat Express cannot run on Thursday, cannot run on Friday, right? So if it is not running on Thursday, if it is not running on Friday, it can run on Saturday or Sunday or Monday, right? Now if we look upon next, 2 trains run between Gujarat Express and Janta Express. Now 2 trains are running between Gujarat Express and Janta Express, and also you have to remember King's Express would be after Gujarat Express. That means Gujarat Express, King Express, then one more train and then Janta train, right? Awadh Express runs a day before Queen Express. Now here something we are getting clarity here, because in the last condition it is showing Queen Express runs on Sunday. So if I got over here Queen's Express, that means before Queen's Express we can put over there Awadh Express. Why? Because Awadh Express runs a day before Queen Express. So yes, here would be your Awadh Express. Now see, Awadh Express put on Saturday and Sunday for Queen Express. For Gujarat Express we were knowing it cannot run on Thursday and Friday. And we know King Express would be running after Gujarat Express, so definitely it cannot run on Tuesday. So Gujarat Express would be running on Monday, King Express on Tuesday. Now 2 trains were there between Gujarat Express and Janta Express. So very well you know 1 and 2. So here is your Janta Express. Now which train is left over here is Jammu-Tawi Express. So yes, on Friday definitely the train running would be Jammu-Tawi Express. So candidates, are these puzzles very difficult to solve? Are these questions very complicated to attempt, or these questions getting you more confused? No, because all the conditions, all the situations given in the questions are very easy and very straightforward, and definitely candidates, PO pre-examination would be like this only, cluster of puzzles, easy puzzles, but the confusing part would be your decision. You are taking the decision to solve the questions or not. So let's check over the conditions. Now here question number 99 demands on which of the following day does Jammu-Tawi Express run. So Jammu-Tawi Express runs on Friday. So for Friday option number 1 would be the answer. Moving further with the next one. How many trains run between Queen Express and Dehradun Express? So Queen Express and Dehradun Express. This is Queen Express, this is Dehradun Express. 1, 2, 3. So option number 4 would be the answer, right? So here only 2 questions belong to this puzzle basically. So now this was the decision part only to solve the question or not. Now let's check the next question for you all, that is question number 89 to 92, and this is actually from the topic inequality for you all, because see, this is a very scoring kind of topic, and you can see we just have to form the equation, we just have to frame the conditions and to go to the conclusions by saying only if one is true, only second is true, either 1 or 2 is true, neither 1 or 2 is true, and both 1 and 2 are true. And how to apply these either conditions, how to apply these both conditions, in our end of confusion session we have discussed it with you all also, so there would not be any problem for attempting these questions. Now let's check over question number 89, what it says and what the equation is given to us. Now question number 89 shows us a equation, so we'll definitely, while reading the equation, we'll start framing it in the paper. On the paper you all will be doing it, because while solving, reading, time can be saved. So let's check what is given over here. M greater equal Z lesser C. Now see, after lesser C, P equal to C is given over here by the comma part. So we can just mold it and turn it, right? So C equal to P can be written as, because if P is equal to C, C is equal to P. So directly we can do it, and the rest over part that was lesser equal T lesser N, directly we can take it over here. Because if we exclude P over here, we can find the same equation as it was given in the question, right? So this would be our equation framed after reading the, after removing the comma in between. Now let's check the conclusions, what it shows. First conclusion says N greater Z. Now N greater Z, so we'll just check N to Z if it is greater or not. So yes, definitely if we check over N to Z, it is greater Z, that means first conclusion is true. Second conclusion says Z greater equal N. So definitely now see, you don't have to check it, right? Why? Because if this first conclusion you have make it true, N greater Z, that means Z was lesser to N. So you don't have to look to the equation part also, you can directly just make it a wrong conclusion, a false one. Why? Because previously the first conclusion was turning to be the true one, right? Now let's check over the question number 90. It says T greater equals Z. Now see, from T to Z, are we getting that greater equal sign? No. So this first conclusion is false. Now if we say Z lesser T, so yes, Z lesser T is true, because lesser equal, so the strong sign or the compared sign matched up would be the lesser one. So Z lesser T is true. So for question number 89, option number 1 would be the answer if only 1 is true, and for question number 90, option number 2 would be the answer, that is if only conclusion number 2 is true, right? So this was question number 89 and 90. Now let's check question number 91 and 92, same based on the inequalities part, right? Again the equation given to us, so we'll directly frame it, right? C lesser T lesser equal L equal P greater Q. Now comes over there N greater equal C. Place it over here, no worries. Now C greater Y. Now C greater Y, we don't know where to we put Y, so we can put it over here, and the sign C, we can make it like this because it has to be shown C greater Y. That means sign opening should be towards C. So we can put the Y character over here, either writing the equation again 2 to 3 times, we can just place it over here because we have to save the time also. Question number 91 demands P greater equal Y. Directly we can see P greater equal Y, no chance. Why? Because here we can find 1 greater equal towards the P part, but here or here, no. So the weakest sign, or we can say the greater equal or lesser equal sign, would not be considered in further future. So P greater equal Y would be a false conclusion. Talking for the next one, that is Y lesser P. Going from Y to P. Yes, now this would be the true one because Y is lesser C, C is lesser T, T is less equal L, and L is equal to P. So we can say conclusion number 2 is true, right? Question number 92. Now in question number 92, it demands N greater P. From N to P. Now do you find any relation between N and P? No, because there are opposite signs, definitely opposite going signs. So definitely conclusion number 1 will be the false one. And if we talk about conclusion number 2, that is L greater equal Y. So going from L to Y, again this sign would be dismissed and this conclusion would also be the false one. Now both the conclusions are false. We will not move further for the either conclusion because either condition demands, yes, the same character tendency, but here the characters are also different. So here we'll directly place conclusion number 4, that was option number 4, neither 1 nor 2. And for the question number 91, option number 2 would be the answer, only second is true. So candidates, these were the 20 questions for you all from the speed test number 34 of your PO Pre-ST. And if you have found any problem regarding the speed test, you can just go through this video tutorial and get all the solutions regarding the puzzles, inequalities part and all. And as you can see, 35 questions, 20 questions I have taken. The time duration can be calculated from this video tutorial and your solving part. If you have liked this video, just like our video, comment. Do comment on our videos so that we get all motivated for the next videos and we get your suggestions also. So do comment and tell us your suggestions, what you need, what you require for the coming next video also. Do share this video also, and yes, subscription part, if it was left still, just click on this subscription button and become our subscribe viewer. With this, I end up this session just by saying your success is our success. Thank you.